That's so sweet, it's making my teeth ache. But you'll stand down. You'll work with Minnie?
I'll try. It's no guarantee of success. And like as not, we'll develop nothing useful at all. But it will be better than working alone. Thank you, Captain. In the end, you were not at all what I expected.
Thank good. Did I just hallucinate? Walking in close proximity to a reactor make me hallucinate? Because I could have sworn Olivia was standing right in front of me. Right, well, I mean, we're down here, we might as well have a look around. I suppose we should go back to Minnie and see if they're getting along. I suppose Olivia's going to need a lift. Unless she's got her own transport, which is possible, but I mean, I don't think anything stays in one piece when Marauders around here for so long. That's why we leave Max and Sam watching the ship all the time. Right, let's get out of here then. Is this going to be the shortcut out? Do we have a lift to go straight up? Shortcut? Please? Oh. Oh. Oh, we've definitely not been here before. We've been down by the llama, but not up here. I do think I can climb that pipe, though. Perhaps. I don't know why. Okay. And I might be severely mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. Oh. No, I'm mistaken. I'm definitely hallucinating still. Let's... Hello, I'm Mr. Spratt. Let's get back to the ship. And back to Minnie. There were comic books, weren't there, that we found. And they had a password kind of written between 4 volumes. Have I been here before? I've not been over here before. I think I'd recognize this. What is this exactly? It can't be one of the main facilities.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hands of the void.
You don't know what a
I used to
weekend
drop by
is.
the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
I think now she'd probably just go and spend time with Junlei. Look, Pavati, sorry. You know you've got weekends off. You know you can just ask for time off and go be with Junlei. You don't need to work, you know, with or for me all the time. Yeah? Just making that clear. She'd never had a weekend off, Nyoka. That's insane. Halt! The passage is exclusive to members of the Secret Society of Super Science Sidekicks. To gain access to the sacred sanctum, you must prove you are a true unworthy fan of the inimitable, inestimable, incomparable Ace Exterminator Archibald Excelsior. Oh, this is what the password is. Interested, find us at the following locations and demonstrate your worth. Maurice Walton, SMC Observatory, Virgil Sharp, Gorgon Mines, Birdie Sharp, HIA Maintenance, we got that one, Eustace Kim, Waste Processing Ravine. Right. SMC Observatory, Gorgon Mines. That's where we're going to find the other 2 comics. Find a clue in the synthesis of manufacturing observatory. Yes, we've got the other 2. So those who come after, from M. Walton to S5 Hideout. Gorgon's gone to hell and we don't expect it to come back. So the the Secret Society of Super Science Sidekicks are shipping out while there's still ships to catch. And we're leaving our replica PET behind. I can't say it's what we wanted, after all the shit we've churned through to make it, but It's what our fearless leader, the inimitable Archibald Excelsior would have asked of us. Now, if you're reading this, that means you're a scavenger. Scavenging takes daring, gumption, and a dash of rank, reckless stupidity. Yeah, I don't know about rank reckless stupidity, but yeah, there's a little bit of reckless stupidity. Just the kind of qualities Archibald's just the kind of qualities Archibald's been known to prize, and just the kind of person worthy of our PET. The best and only prototype pest extermination truncheon in all of Halcyon. If you want it, friend, it's yours. All you gotta do is pass our test and prove yourself a true fan of Archibald Excelsior, Exterminator. Law speed and good luck. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior. Turn to the messages. Turn to route. Okay, so there is nothing else. Right. Observatory and the mines. Where was Gorgon Ruins? Where were the mines? We have mines to find. Did we never go down this way? That looks deep. If the lighter parts of the map are higher up, the topography, is it? And darker must be deeper. Was it SMC Observatory? Where are we looking? The Synthesis and Manufactory Observatory and the Gorgon Mines. Right, the observatory shouldn't be too far away. In fact, that looks like it. Oh, this was the upper floor of the Office of Creative Incubation. I remember coming out here now. But how do we... Oh, here. Here? No, I've just gone in a circle. How do I get to the observatory? Do I need to go around the long way? Try not to pick a fight with the canids if we don't have to. Yeah, I'm not rightly sure how I'm supposed to get up to here. So the OCI upper exterior is here. Unless there's a path around there somewhere. Okay, right. Come on.
Let me go.
Yeah. Clear the way. Somehow I don't think this is the right way. I don't think this is the right way at all. Is there a workbench around here somewhere? I could very much use one. But I'm not sure one is going to be forthcoming. This leads... up? Oh, this is promising. That's a mine. Right. Let's try not to stand on any of them. We've stood on enough of them for one lifetime. People are most assuredly going to hear us coming. But really, they should know better than to mess with us now. I say as I miss an inanimate object.
Well, this is a bit over the top, don't you think?
Watch your step, Captain. Traps there, there, over there. Oh, just about everywhere.
Are you imagining traps? I know there was a load of mines. But now I'm a little paranoid. Ooh.
When does a man become a marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the Aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's choice?
I can't remember what happened to Harvey. Did he die?
We call them marauders, like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed. Just like Lucien planned. I read the reports. Every missing person.
Is this one of those research outposts we're looking for?
No.
Wow.
No, I'm
Get
missing
a
the
load
audio
of
log.
this view.
Shoved it off a cliff.
You don't speak over the audio logs. So, basically they tested Adrenatime on Edgewater because they didn't think anybody was going to notice. Maurice's research. Oh, there's a magazine in here then, somewhere. Close by. I hope. Any... I'm going to assume... What was this telescope looking at, I wonder? It's quite a picturesque location, really. A massive fossil down there. It's a little out of the way, nice and private. There it is! Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Issue 1. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in a felt tip on the comic spine is the word speak. Is it going to be speak, friend, and enter? Because I think that would be melon. No, I might be getting my genres confused. In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous manti-men intent on taking the cities for their own. Manti Mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle Knight Sysak Sassafras, against Excelsior in hand-to-claw combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have bested his insectile foe with the help of his handy PET, his eye is caught by Isabella Femme Fatale. Manti Mastermind's dancing queen, Femme Fatale. Oh my word. Will our mustachioed hero survive his brush with the Spindle Knight and with love? I gotta hand it to him. Some of the names are on the nose. Maurice, I have made my peace with a chemical waste pit. It is where I belong. I think with the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars, as distant as you are and the rest of them. How do you fare, Maurice, up on your vaunted perch? When the shadow of the manufactory crown falls on you and the fine telescope, do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane. These wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress, expand. Gas now, then liquid, then gas again. They whisper to me the trick of their metamorphosis, and I have bottled it as they have taught me. Come down to the shadow of the manufactory, Maurice. Down to the ravine, and they will teach you their trick too. Let us at last complete the package that I might finally ascend. All glory to the PET. Eustace. I don't think Eustace was a well man. But we need to get down to the mine. And that, as we rightly discerned, is down here. Where's the quickest way down, do you think? See, Pavati, there weren't any more traps, he says as he makes one last look around for any mines we might have missed. Do you think we're about to break some ankles? Yeah, no, you know what, let's not take it. For a moment there, I felt like I was walking... Well, I was floating in the air. I was standing on nothing. I mean, I know it's going to be speak, friend, and enter. I can feel it in my bones. No, fine. Oh, well, this will take us down anyway. What the hell are they? What? Frost saw? What's that? What's down at the end of here? Okay, that's the OCI. I still haven't found a workbench. Ignore me. Ignore me. Oh, what is gold? Surely this place would have been rich from the gold alone. Why would you need adrenochrome to make money? Okay. The abandoned mines.
Anyone else feel like the walls are almost leaning in?
A little bit.
As much as I love caves, let's make this quick. Manties love them too.
Yeah. I'm going to assume these frost saws are an offshoot of Mantis Swarm. And I feel like we should have had to have spoken friend and enter the mines. That seems a bit more thematically on point. Hello, little fella. Do you want to get in the minecarts and race them down? I have an inexplicable urge to do that. Oh, yep. The Marauders didn't fare too well in here. There's definitely Mantis Swarms, as we can clearly see. They dug too deeply and too greedily. Could I shoot that to make that drop? No! Oh, no, I'm just going to get everyone's attention. Right, someone buy it. Oh, okay. Careful, Pavati, they're right next to you. Yeah, take the inhaler.
That's the last of 'em.
This looks like quite a large place to search. And I'd rather that not drop on me now. Did you get out of here, Eustace, I wonder? Would you have had time? Come on, reload. And the shiver pillar. That's it. What's this? Some kind of mineral deposit, I assume. Virgil's research site. Is this the place?
This has got to be one of those research sites we're looking for.
Yeah.
It's sort of lonesome, isn't it?
It looks it. Well, that's the comic. That was far easier than I expected. I thought it was going to be up the other way. Right. Issue 2. It says friend on the spine. What did I tell you, ladies? We could have just guessed that password and gone in. Oh. After his run-in with Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview when a horde of vicious crystal canids escapes from the laboratory of an evil unemployed scientist. As the canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beam eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. The king connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty PET, and our hero is forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the king's jaws and heal his wounded heart? Probably. There's another 2 issues of this at least. Right. Well, we've got the password, or rather we've confirmed the password. Let's... No, I didn't read the notepad. The data pad. God, that was careless. Virgil, making progress on the grav plating for the package, though not nearly as fast as you'd like. Given the spin rate of Gorgon, the anomaly I've been observing is only present in the sky 3 hours out of every 24. Doesn't help that I have to readjust my telescope every couple of minutes to keep tabs on the slippery bastard. Come by my workstation outside the manufactory dome when you've got a minute. The data this thing is throwing off is strange as all get out. Be ashamed to compromise the package with a misplaced zero, right? By the way, I checked on Eustace. The fumes aren't doing him any favours. We ought to get him out of there as soon as we can. How's your sister coming with the schedule? By the marvellous moustache of Excelsior, Maurice. P.S. You have got to tell Birdie to stop bringing me food. If I have to eat another damned can of saltina fillets, I'm gonna hurl. So this package is the prototype PET they're working on, I assume. I wish I'd kind of found these issues in order. It might have made a bit more sense. That's a Manta Queen. Right, well, Nilka, we all know you like fighting Manta Queens. You're getting a little bit too close for comfort, in my opinion. Right, get the soldier. Right, Nilka, let it rip. Oh, that's the spirit. Careful, Pavati. Nilka. Okay. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts a lot. Okay, I shouldn't have been so gung-ho about this. I should not have been gung-ho about this. Come on, it's nearly down. Oh, get out of my way, Mantis Swarm. I can't even... Oh, God, it's difficult to see you. Right, finish the Ice Queen. There we go. You need to bugger off, Mantis Swarm. Are we okay? Oh, my vision's gone funny. My vision's gone funny. Ice Queen. Oh, taking all of this. That's a lot of Adrena time. Mining accident. Oh, one of these did fall. Oh, okay. No, one of these fell quite explosively. Minor. Accident report. Gorgon Mines. Minecart derailed from cargo track during transport, falling a significant distance before striking the ground with considerable force, spilling its cargo and damaging the unit. Cause: worker inability to appropriately manage spatial location, remain cognizant of environmental hazards. Damages: loss of one minecart, delay of Compound X delivery. Loss of this branch of cargo expected to create significant additional delays. Recommended switching to new mining location to minimize delays and loss of productivity. No resource available to allocate to track repair or site cleanup at this time. Additional hazards posed: slippage, human bodily fluids, potential decrease in employee morale, visual, olfactory. Additional recommended actions: summon garbage processing officer for waste removal, shut down the mine track associated with the site until such a time as repairs can be made, relocate mining operations to another active site, increase all miners' work shifts to maintain current level of productivity, consider placing cones around wet surfaces. Well, you see, the garbage processing officer isn't responsible for fluids, so this is never getting cleaned up. Yeah, no, that is a smear. I realised what accident that was referring to now, when we read those logs, well, a little while ago. What else have we got in here? You dead? Yeah, you're dead. Oh, hello, you're alive? Oh, hello. Automated ATP injectors. And an audio log?
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble.
Oh,
Didn't
lucky.
think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago.
I hear something big scuttling over yonder.
Stop.
You're scanning into the
No,
worst.
we're playing this one again, because it's Lucky Montoya and he's, no longer with us. Right, codex, audio logs.
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble. Didn't think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago, because they've been busy here. Something about the tunnels here gets under your skin and into the worst parts of your head. Makes you feel not yourself. In case I don't make it out of here. Marauders. Must have followed me from OCI. Time to make tracks while the Mants are busy. I'm shedding some extra weight. It's yours if you find it, whoever you are. You need it more than I do now.
Maybe I should have looked around there more carefully. There's nothing else. Where does this lead? Does this just lead out? Ah, no, this leads to a cave in and another audio log.
Benji, you remember that time? That time we... Yeah, fishing. Down on Stellar Bay. You read my mind, Benj. Black sun on the water. Waves glinting like teeth. Swallow us whole. That sky. The rock. It's whispering, Benj. Yeah, you hear it too? Wants me to crawl. Crawl down deep. Let the beast consume. Benji. Can't hear you. You breathing? Ben? Ben?
That's one audio log I could have done without finding. Oh. Yeah, just really hammers home the atrocities that happened here. All under the Watcher's Space's choice. Let's get back up to that not-so-secret lab and use that not-so-subtle password. Alrighty. Enter the True Fan passphrase. Speak friend and enter. Passphrase accepted. One final task awaits thee, fair traveller. You must complete a test to prove your bona fides, but worry not, it should be a simple fan for a true Archibald Excelsior fan. Begin True Fan quiz. In issue 1, The Plague of the Mantin Men, what was the name of the Mantin mastermind second in command whom Archibald defeated in hand-to-claw combat? That was Sisask Sassafras, Spindle Knight of Olympus. In Attack of the Crystal Canids, what improvised weapon did our illustrious leader Archibald Excelsior use to exterminate King Alpha? The skull of his mother. In Issue 3, Invasion of the Flesh-Eating Sprats, Agent Buff Hardman foiled Archibald's heroic plan to liberate the underground metropolis of Hephaestus from the Sprat Pack by... I think Mind Control Ray? Okay, last one. Issue 4, The Colossus Beneath Tartarus. How did Archibald ignite his signature weapon, the PET, and put down a titular giant for good? With his... Oh no. Was it with his last basis Corona cigarette? A muzzle flash from his pistol? I might need to read the comics again. A bolt of lightning from above? Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a guess. Enter as a brother or sister, Birdie. But now, you are now a certified genuine super science sidekick. Congratulations. Thank you. Voila.
This must have been where those researchers had their hideout.
And this must be it, the PET. What on earth is this? Okay, inventory. This lovingly handcrafted replica energy axe bears a striking resemblance to the pest extermination tool wielded by pulp legend Archibald Excelsior. With his famed PET in hand, the inimitable Excelsior The inimitable Excelsior exterminated a plague of men-to-men, a horde of crystal canids, a pack of supervillainous singing sprats, and a molten giant the size of a mountain, all while nursing a broken heart. Only a true fan could have crafted such an improbable weapon. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, bloody hell. It almost makes me wish my arms weren't so chronically fragile. As strong as a sprat. Oh, it sounds cool. What does it do? Bleed. Well, I suppose I should be handing out these science weapons among the crew, I suppose. Anything else in here we should know about? No, they had a little bit of a drinks cabinet. It's a nice little hideaway, this. I quite like it. Big old TV. Couple of chairs. Oh, 4 chairs for the 4 sidekicks. I hope they all got out okay. I hope we didn't shoot any of them if they'd turn into marauders. Right. Ladies, it's time for us to put Gorgon behind us. I think we've done everything we probably can. Now, how do we get back to the ship? Because I'm a little bit turned around.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly.
Look.
I
Oh.
haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
Yep, okay. Don't mind me. Just gonna squeeze in here.
We are now in orbit
Yep.
above Gorgon.
Thank you, Ada. No, Sam, don't leave on my account. I promise you, you'll have all the privacy you want. Right. Bhavati, you're very family-oriented, and Yoka, you've got a good head on your shoulders. I think you two are the right choices here. Oh, I've gone to the wrong place. Oh, what a tit. Right, come back on ship. This is your fault, Sam. And Ada, you shouldn't have been doing what you're doing in the cockpit. I know that you're basically focused in the cockpit, but still. Ambrose Manor. Yeah, I'm paying attention now. Okay. No, Bhavati, Yoka, come on. We're leaving. What a mess. It was a bit of a mess. You're right, Sam. I should have been paying more attention. Right. Second time lucky. I hope we find them both here.
Are you upside down?
Yes, I am upside down. So that makes him feel better about his predicament. I could help him. I could write him up at any moment. But I choose not to. Because automechanicals repulse me. It's my phobia. All the lights aren't red anymore. That's got to be a good sign. And we don't need to sneak around like we did during our last visit. But that is a low bar for an improvement. Right. Best behavior. Let's not act like this is a done deal until they're shaking hands and actually enjoying a cup of tea. Or something stronger. Ladies? Let's have a bit of a top up. Good to see you both.
I have to know, Mother. All those years ago, what tipped you off that Gorgon was in trouble?
The volunteers. Not just the shocking way they died, but the company's muted response to it. They were expensive to house, train, and treat. That the company would spare no expense, yet let so many of them die. It was terrible.
Look, history... No, I'll let them talk. I'm not involved in this. I've no intention of getting my hands involved in this project to cure them. It's in their hands now.
I knew then I'd lost control of Gorgon. I'd lost control of Adrenatime.
You never told me Gorgon was such a logistical nightmare. We should have had this conversation 5 years ago.
You can't know how badly I wanted to. But the truth put you in danger, and I couldn't abide that.
I owe you an apology, Captain. Not only did I deceive you, but all this time I had the wrong idea about Mother.
Look, it's water under the bridge. What's important is what you think of her now.
Mother is less than perfect, but more than a monster. Somewhere in the middle, I suppose. We still have a great deal of work ahead of us. The years of silence were not easy.
I don't doubt it was hard on you, but I knew you'd come out the stronger for it. We have the chance to know each other now, thanks entirely to you.
You're welcome. Really, I'm just glad this didn't end in violence for once. So, how do you plan on mending things from here? You know, have you got a plan? You're gonna, like, plan the project together before you start? Project management?
On Minnie's terms, whatever they may be. I've made enough decisions for her, I think.
Healthy.
Well, there's no need to dwell on the past anymore. We're in the thick of it together, now that we're partners.
Partners? Huh. I suppose we are.
And family, I suppose. This isn't at all playing out the way I imagined it. And for the first time, I'm glad.
As am I, as I say, I'm just glad this didn't end in violence. You two have both grown a lot in a very short amount of time. You know, you both put aside your hatred for, well, your hatred for her and her sort of arrogance towards you, thing that she knows best. But, you know, I think that's a pretty good way to sum up just humanity in general, you know? They're not perfect, more than a monster, somewhere in the middle. You two have grown a lot.
Part of me will always miss the cold, vindictive Minnie Ambrose. Life was so much simpler when I felt cheated by it.
I'm glad to have you as my daughter, Minnie. But I'm proud to call you my partner. But I fear things will only get harder from here.
I mean, there's a lot of science involved, I imagine. And Minnie, you know, everything is just more straightforward when things are black and white. But the world isn't black and white, it's just many shades of grey. And no, I'm not going to put a number on those shades of grey. Look, test, measure, revise, and test again. Do it 3 times, that's all sciencey. Nothing gets done right the first time.
Indeed. The road to a cure will be long and fraught with setbacks. We will need to find our strength in the work, and our partnership, if we're to overcome them.
You've earned this, Captain. For recovering Mother's journal, for getting us talking in the same room together, and for exceeding my expectations.
Indeed. I have no use for bits and baubles on Gorgon.
You're welcome.
Not now that I have my work. Take what's yours, Captain. The road to a Marauder cure will be a long one, and the board will surely fight us every step of the way.
No, it's fine.
But this partnership, it's a damn good start.
We're reforming the board.
Will you put the burden of the colony aside for just one moment? Give me a day with my mother before we get back to work.
For you, I will try.
Well, congratulations, you two.
It's finally over. I'm free.
You are.
You're welcome to stay as long as you wish. It's nice to have visitors for a change.
I think you two should probably clean up now that you've got work to do. How's that sound? Well, take care, both of you. I didn't actually look at how much I got paid. I was too relieved. But I think it was a significant sum. Well, ladies, I suppose we get back to the Unreliable and... Well, I think we're due another holiday, don't you?
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Oh, for